Carnivale, y'all, we are so glad that you are here with us tonight. I am the Reverend Jude Harmon, Canon for Innovative Ministries and founding pastor of the Vine at Grace Cathedral. And I am joined by my beloved and esteemed colleague.
I'm Mary Carter Green, Minister for Congregational Life at Grace Cathedral, and tonight I'm going by Smoky Eyes Green. We are your hosts for the Red Carpet Countdown, live from the Chapel of Grace. And we are so excited for the debut of our virtual Carnivale. We know you're going to have a great time. There are going to be like 600 friends of Grace Cathedral here tonight supporting our inclusive mission. So thanks again for being here, and let's get started.
Exactly. And you know, how do we always begin? Well, we love to ply you with a little alcohol. That's how we start. So let's start with that, right? It's a good place to start. Okay. So we're making a super tasty concoction here tonight. All right. And we're going to start off with a little thing called simple syrup. It's simple because it really is simple. Just a little sugar, a little water distilled down. Here we go. We're going to pour 3/4 of an ounce into there, just like so.
Oh, right. Sister Dana, thank you for loving your bartender.
I mean,
we're glad you're here. Thank
Sister
you. We see
Dana.
you on that chat.
Okay, 3 slices of this amazing Meyer lemon. I wish you were here. It smells so good. And then a handful of this delightful mint. Oh my gosh, this mint is to die for. I wish you could be here and experience this. Okay, we're going to take these little elements like this. You know what?
This is the good part.
We've been in quarantine for too long. 11 months. 11 months of not seeing each other. Oh, there we go. Of not being able to come to the cathedral, of not being able to go to the movies, of not being able to enjoy our restaurants. 11 months of not going to the gym. And do you know what? All of those 11 months are going to come out right now, tonight, here in this modeler, okay? Don't be afraid. Use this as your therapy, all right?
Put some arm into that.
Go through it. There you go. We're going to make this work. So, here we go. We got a little concoction, okay? Maybe got a little carried away, but that's okay. So we got a little concoction. We're going to pour this here into our mixer, just like so. All right. Oh, it all came out. Look, it's a miracle. Okay, so we're going to pour all the concoction into here. And, oh, I almost forgot.
Oh, the most important part.
Oh, the most important part.
Holy cannoli.
Y'all, true story. I kept forgetting this in our practices. Mary Cart, thank you, Mary Cart, for reminding me.
Smoky eyes to you.
Woodford Reserve. Smoky eyes always reminds us that Woodford Reserve is the thing to do when you're trying to make a decent cocktail. It's really tasty. So we're going to do 2 ounces of that. Here we go. Are you ready? Okay, 1. Oopsie daisy, a little much. 2. Our cup runneth over. That's okay. If you had a little extra, God isn't watching. Don't worry. All right. If you think you need to confess to someone, that's always good for Ash Wednesday, the following day. That's the beauty about Mardi Gras. So we're going to take all this. We're going to give it a good mix. Shake it up real nice.
Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. Hi, everybody on chat. So good to see you. Yeah, this is good.
All right. And now, my favorite part, we're going to pour this into a cup. Here we go.
Oh, that's looking good. While Jude is doing the finishing touches, some of you may have received this bourbon smash cocktail in a bottle all ready to go. Now, if you want to take the long road, you can do that route. But if you want to do the short service, it's right here. A little bit of ice in your shaker. Open your bottle, give it a little twist, always turning to the left, and count down. 3, 2, shake, 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 and oh, don't you drink that yet? We gotta have our toast.
You gotta have our toast.
And here we go. I like mine on the rocks.
You know, I wish you could all be here. This smells like Sicily in a cup. I feel like Ma from the Golden Girls. Picture it, Carnivale 2021. You should be here.
Cheers to Carnivale. Cheers to Grace Cathedral.
Cheers, Smoky Eyes. Here we go. All right.
Just joined us. Welcome to Carnivale. I'm with Jude Harmon in the Chapel of Grace for this red carpet countdown. With Carnivale starting in just a few minutes, we want to make sure you know how to use our chat. I see a lot of people are chatting already. Leslie, I see you there. You want one of these? Come on down. Jennifer, good to see you. They do smell good, huh?
They smell really good. I don't want to say anything.
Now, if you're watching this, you're already on the Carnivale Give Smart page. You want to tell them a little bit about that, Jude?
Sure. That's the hub for Carnivale tonight. So congratulations if you made your way there. I'm a bit of a Luddite. I probably wouldn't have succeeded. So congratulations. Once you registered, you can fully participate in the chat, the live auction from the future, and the wine wall. Everyone is here tonight to have fun and support the good work of the cathedral. So go ahead. Don't be shy. Text 2021 to 76278 to register if you haven't already. Again, that is Carnivale 2021 to 76278. You know what I always say about moments like this? There's good news and there's bad news. The good news is we have all the money we need. You know what the bad news is?
What's the bad news?
Okay, the bad news is it's still in your wallets. We need you to help us out with it.
Open up those wallets.
So give generously, okay? Here we go.
Excellent. Hey, so I think this is a good time for me to try giving a text to everybody.
I feel like that's a good idea, Mary Carter.
Now you guys know that my code name tonight is Smoky Eyes Green. So here it comes. Just wanted to let you know. Carnivale is so much better because you are here with us. It's great to have you. And then we want to, I need to show you guys how that works. Well, trust, it works. You can learn a lot more in the digital event guide located on Carnivale Give Smart page. Or if you're having any problems with anything besides our humor, be sure to call any staff member at 415-498-0249. That's 415-498-0249. The Give Smart page is the way that you can also win not just 2 bottles, but a wall of wine.
Oh my gosh.
By buying a ticket for the wall of wine.
I mean, who doesn't want a wall of wine? My God, that sounds like a lot of wine.
Duckhorn Vineyards.
Some of us might have already gone through a wall of wine during the pandemic. Again, all absolution will be granted on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday, don't worry. So if you're looking to fund Carnivale tonight, go to Fund the Future. You can do that by participating and go to texting Carnivale 2021 to 76278 or through the online auction page. And don't worry, we'll be sending all kinds of reminders throughout the broadcast this evening for different ways to give. Elizabeth Nichols, drinking Woodford in Nashville.
Wow.
You know what? Cheers to Nashville. Here we go. Cheers to Nashville.
Cheers to Nashville.
Good for you, Elizabeth.
Awesome.
We love you.
Let us know where you are. Are you tuning in from out of town? We're glad you're here. And now, another way for you to share and connect with us tonight is to take some photos of what's happening at home. So I've got my camera out here, not because I'm texting my friends and family, but because I'm taking a picture of you on TV. And then of us. You ready?
Okay, ready for this?
And then we'll see you guys later at the after party.
Oh, sweet. Okay, almost. There you go.
So make sure you send your pictures in, #GracedCarnivale on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or just email a photo, good old-fashioned way, communications@gracecathedral.org. After party, lots more pictures. Don't miss it.
And thank you so much for Mary Carter. And you know what? For all of you joining us, I am Jude Harmon, and Mary Carter, Smoky Eyes, is our host. And this is the Red Carpet Countdown. Welcome to Carnivale. You know what? We can talk about the after party because it is so awesome. Some of my favorite people from our community are involved tonight.
Hi, Mary.
Okay? Shari Bennett Jackson, y'all might know her. She is the one who completely blew up Sister Act. She was so amazing this year. She's going to be joining us with a number of other rock stars from the Vine. And of course, the incomparable Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Who doesn't absolutely love the sisters? Come on, that's so SF. That's quintessential SF.
Amazing. And all of you are here with us, and we're so grateful for that. There's going to be a whole lot more going on. Tonight's event specialist, Mahogany Matan, has created an amazing Spotify playlist for the after party, so don't miss that.
And you know what? You're not going to want to miss it. It is so fun. It's bubbly. It's lifting. It really pops. Just tune in, okay? You're not going to want to miss that part.
So a great party, a great event, and a great cathedral is supported because wonderful people help us do things. So I want to give a shout out to all the clergy staff who would love to be here with us right now, but are doing all the behind the scenes things that make this amazing event happen. So first of all, we begin with our bishop, Mark Andrus, who we love, and the dean, Malcolm Young, and all of our colleagues.
Should I get ready for a drum roll?
Drum roll, please.
Okay, let's do this.
The very Reverend Dr. Peggy Patterson, our interim executive pastor, the Reverend Anna Rossi, the Cathedral Sixth Center, and the Reverend Kristen Saylor, Director of Formation. Woo! Together, we help support the worship and spiritual life of our congregation and community.
Well, I am so glad that you mentioned our colleagues. I might have no rhythm. This white boy might have no rhythm. But let me tell you, our colleagues are amazing, okay? We're pretty connected online, but we really miss seeing each other every day, okay? We love being part of this team, part of this community. It is so meaningful to all of us.
Yeah, it is so great. And in fact, this is the longest I think we have been physically together with each other in a year.
Right?
Yeah.
Screw COVID. Yeah. Oh my gosh, not cool.
But I'm noticing that not only are we here and all the people who are helping make this happen, but everybody who's online. I see Sue Crawford and Aunt Lucy. Hi, Aunt Lucy. Mahogany, Moten, Sue Crawford. Tons of people are here. So we're so glad you're here. Boy, this is a different kind of Carnival, isn't it? This virtual Carnival takes tons of work to make it happen, but usually we're in this great space and we're all together, and it's an amazing event that also takes tons of effort and love and energy. So I'm wondering, Jude, if you can remind us of like a memory you have of your first Carnival here or a special Carnival.
The glory days. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking, when I walked in, the very first scene I remember was from like 2014 or 2013. I don't remember what year it was. It was a year of sustainability, and I'll tell you what, it was like Hogwarts meets Whole Foods. It was these lines of tables down the center of the nave with gorgeous cornucopia in the middle. It was just unlike anything I've ever had, and vegan food you would love.
Excellent.
It was so amazing, so good.
Jill Hamilton, are you listening to that? Vegan food, excellent. Well, we have so many people to thank every year when we do a cathedral event like this, and especially this year, we'd like to thank the committee and trustee Lily Bowles, Leo. All of the committee members do such an amazing job to make this happen. All these trustee-hosted events, and especially this one. So thanks again to our trustees and all of our supporters.
You know what? We love being part of this team. I wish y'all could see everyone behind the scenes who's putting in so much work to make this happen. We just get to be here and chill and, chat it up while everyone else is doing the hard work of putting this event on behind the scenes. Very soon we're going to go to them, but really thank you so much for everything that y'all do in the back.
Thank you for making this possible and supporting us, because we need your support to continue sharing the love. And I know this is a pretty amazing event right here on the red carpet, and we're so glad to see you and your fancy outfits. But believe it or not, after us, there's even better coming. Heidi Ho and Liam Makelum tonight, as well as Root Division, Zako Dance Theater, Grace Cathedral Choir for men and boys, and of course, our bishop and dean. And so there are lots more surprises throughout the night. Stay tuned.
Don't be shy. Break out your wallet. Break out your alcohol. Remember, the Son of Man came eating and drinking, Matthew 11:19. Don't forget.
And he would have taken selfies if he had.
Jesus would have totally taken a selfie with us. Let's be real, all right? Listen, we appreciate the meaningful difference that you are making by joining us tonight. Honestly, your support is everything. The truth is, here's the truth, okay? This is very silly. It's very fun. A lot of people don't know that God loved them, and that's what we're all about. We're letting them know God loves them. Every dollar that you give is a way for helping us to spread that message. It's everything. There's nothing more important, okay? You are an inspiration. Even in the face of the pandemic, everything else that's been going on, a lot of things have been going on, our community is stronger than ever, and that is because of you. So thank you.
Thank you, Jude. Wonderful. And if you're just joining us, welcome to the Red Carpet Countdown to Carnival. Reverend Jude Harmon and I are live from the Chapel of Grace. It looks different than you've ever seen it, I'm sure, and we're having a blast, and we're also remembering why we're here and how much this cathedral and our community and you mean to us.
So as part of that countdown, we're going to share some slides with you now for just the next couple of minutes to help y'all participate in the event, okay?
And one of those events is the online auction. And I'm wondering, Jude, have you been looking at the auction? Are you
I know
your eye on anything?
Snuck a peek at Maui. I don't want to say anything, probably a little outside my budget, but
Maui. I've got my eyes on Maui too. And Maui's a great place to go with a family. Another great opportunity for families is our after-school program called Little Opera, where your child can learn how to create a full-on opera from kindergarten up to 12th grade.
You know what? These are all such wonderful experiences that we have on offer tonight, and we want to hear from you. So don't forget to drop your name, okay, in the chat. Let us know where you're from. Let us know what you're interested in. Okay, Carnivale has just got so many things to offer. We've got that free wine wall that's still happening. There's still time to buy more before we select the wine winner for the evening at Carnivale. You've all gotten a ticket just by virtue of being here tonight. So Mary Carter, shall we take one more selfie before we off to our little...
Yeah, and let's take one with all the people behind us,
all right, let's
too.
do this.
So everybody can see them, because it took a huge village to make this happen. Plus, I just want one more shot of the smoky eyes. Here we go.
There you go. Oh, she does that. Let's look at the chat. Who else do we see?
So many people, my gosh. Joe Garrity, hi, Dana, Santa Cruz, Sarah, Arthur, Christine.
Literally all of our favorite people.
I saw Cade was here. Totally. Aww. So awesome. Talk to us for sure. We want to hear more, because we're looking pretty fabulous.
Seriously?
But talk to each other too.
That's right. And just know that from a distance, we're doing like this, okay? We're giving you a huge hug. We love you and we miss you. And it's so much fun to share even this virtual space for you for a moment. All right. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to our very, very special next speaker, Right Reverend Dr. Mark Henley Andrews, the Bishop of California, who is going to lead us in a prayer. Bishop, take it away.
For church musicians and artists, let us pray. O God, whom saints and angels delight to worship in heaven, be ever present with your servants who seek through art and music to perfect the praises offered by your people on earth, and grant to them even now glimpses of your beauty, and make them worthy at length to behold it unveiled forevermore. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Hello, I'm Alan Jones, Dean Emeritus of Grace Cathedral, and it's my privilege and delight to welcome you to Carnivale, Grace Cathedral's way of celebrating the city and the world. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Valerie from San Francisco. Welcome to Carnivale.
Hi, this is Clement.
Aaron, and Yuzu from San Francisco.
Welcome to Carnivale 2021.
Hi, this is Ellen from London. Welcome to Carnivale 2021.
This is Steve from Napa Valley, welcoming everyone to Carnivale 2021.
I'm Catherine Thompson from San Rafael, California. Welcome to Carnivale.
Hi everybody, this is Steph McNally from San Francisco, formerly from Adelaide, Australia. Happy Carnivale.
Buenas tardes. Me llamo Noel y soy de Tiburón. Apoyo Grace Cathedral porque somos un lugar de paz.
Hello, my name is David Johnson. Tonight, we are here to support the outstanding mission of Grace Cathedral and celebrate Mardi Gras with our San Francisco community.
Hi, welcome to Carnivale.
And welcome to Grace Cathedral. We're so glad you're here.
Hi, my name is Lily Bowles-Leo. I'm the Secretary of the Board of Trustees and the Carnivale Gala Chair at Grace Cathedral.
Welcome to Carnivale! Is there going to be a Ferris wheel?
I love Grace Cathedral because it is here for everyone, and there is something for everyone here.
Music, art, community, and spiritual life all come together here.
Grace Cathedral is the heart of San Francisco, a servant's heart, welcoming all, embracing all.
I love Grace Cathedral because of the people who surround our mission. Together, we're reimagining church with courage, joy, and wonder.
What I love about Grace is its commitment to justice and its passion for inclusivity.
I am reminded of the powerful social justice and social outreach opportunities God has empowered us to do.
Hi, I'm Diana, the Sunday 6 p.m. Vesper Light Service. It is a healing, beautiful, joyful time, and such a comfort in the midst of such a crazy world.
We are so excited to see all of you virtually this evening and build connections across our congregation and community of supporters all around the world.
Grace has been my spiritual home almost from the moment when San Francisco became my physical home. And I am so excited to be home with you all tonight. Happy Carnivale.
Thank you for joining us.
Laissez le bon temps rouler.
Thank you for supporting Grace Cathedral.
Have a great time.
Glad you're here.
Enjoy Carnival 2021.
Our thanks and congratulations to everyone who made the magic of tonight possible. On with the show.
Live from Grace Cathedral, San Francisco, it's Carnivale 2021.
And I'm Heidi Ho.
I'm Liam Maitland. We're your hosts for tonight. To all of you watching from across the country and around the world, thanks for being with us. Boy, have we missed being inside Grace Cathedral.
And we've missed all of you, and we're so excited to welcome you home.
So this evening, it'll be a night of inspiration. You're going to hear some great stories. It's also going to be a night of
fun and fundraising.
Carnivale 2021. Let's do this. Come on, let's go inside. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you?
I'm 13.
13?
All right. There you all are at home, and we are home at Grace Cathedral. And it's really so wonderful to be back right here at Grace. This is where it all happens. Again, I'm Liam Maitland. I'm delighted to be co-hosting She's pretty and brilliant in pink. Heidi Ho. You may know Heidi as the University of San Francisco law professor, a champion of social justice from Hawaii, and the spouse of Cathedral Dean Malcolm Young. So good to be with you, love.
Oh, thank you, Liam. And I'm so grateful for what you do for Grace Cathedral and in the community. It is great to be together. This is always one of my favorite nights of the year. Tonight, we are hosting the most inclusive Carnivale yet, and we're celebrating the global community we've built together. Grace Cathedral is a home for everyone, and we're here to support our mission to reimagine church with courage, joy, and wonder.
Talking of joy, courage, and wonder, now joining us virtually, the iconic Grace Cathedral Choir of Men and Boys, directed by the incomparable Ben Bachman.
Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The big wheel moved by faith, the little wheel moved by the grace of God. A wheel, way in the middle of the air.
Just let me tell you what a hypocrite I'll do.
Way in the middle of the air.
He'll talk about me and he'll talk about you.
Way in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The big wheel moved by faith. The little wheel moved by the grace of God. A wheel, way in the middle of the air.
Watch out, my sister, how you walk on the cross.
Way in the middle of the air.
Your foot might slip and your soul get lost.
Way in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The big wheel moved by faith, the little wheel moved by the grace of God. A wheel, way in the middle of the air.
You say the Lord will set you free.
Way in the middle of the air.
Don't you let your neighbor be.
Way in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The big wheel moved by faith, the little wheel moved by the grace of God. A wheel, way in the middle of the air.
Kicking off on a high note there. I love that rendition of Ezekiel Saw the Wheel. Huge thanks to Ben Bachman and his team for crafting such a beautiful performance there of our choir of men and boys. Heidi, what about that?
Oh, gorgeous. I miss them so much. Those voices are amazing. Hi to Deb. I just saw you in the chat. Anyway, over the past few weeks, we have collaborated with San Francisco's Root Division on Grace Cathedral's Grace for All art installation. This community arts project was inspired by Ann Patterson's Grace with Light from 2013. Ann is watching from New York tonight. Hi, Ann.
Hi, Anne. I think she might be in the chat room there. I think she is, with all our friends. And tonight, for our Grace for All art installation, the artists from Root Division added 6-word sentiments and prayers shared most generously by all of you, representing your connection to Grace Cathedral and the global community. I actually had the joy of catching up with Megan Lepper, one of the lead artists with Root Division. So let's listen now to what she shared about her involvement with Grace for All. Megan, thank you to you and your artist collective Root Division for bringing your passion and your art and sharing it with Grace. And of course, our friends at home, we're not together, but you've reminded us of the importance through your art of connection.
Yeah, thank you for naming that. That was certainly an intention behind the work. And so when Grace Cathedral came to Root Division and asked us to kind of work on a project that we could create in response to this theme of Grace for All, we were really thinking of what that connectedness piece could look like. And it was one artist in particular in the group who mentioned this concept of grace as an opening. And that for us as a collective, we were just thinking, wow, what a beautiful expression. And I wonder ways in which we could really communicate that through the work. And so working with this woven process, as well as some of these openings, just as the rings kind of to create that sense of bringing us all together at this time. So yeah, thank you so much.
Well, Megan, thank you. Thank you so much for the gift of this. And we are so grateful for our partnership with Root Division and your thoughtful contributions to our Grace for All art installation. And a great way to stay connected is to join our chat. I know, Heidi, you've already been spotting some friends in there. So pop into the chat room. We want to hear from you this evening. We want you to have a little bit of fun. Of course, do some fundraising as well. And for those who know me well, they know that I never leave home without a magnum of champagne. And so, just because we want to encourage more people to go into the chat room, and because I love to give away bubbles, don't you know it, Heidi? So pop in there, have a little chat, and we're going to pick someone at random in the next 10 minutes, literally just for you participating in the chat. This is a gorgeous magnum of my good friend Bill, Bill Carsamon champagne, beautiful bubbles. So pop into the chat room. Tell me you love champagne, and maybe you'll be the lucky winner. And we have more wine to give away, don't we?
Yeah, what a great idea, Liam.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Speaking of creating connections, I'd like to thank our incredible gala committee led by trustee and gala chair, the amazing Lily Bosleo. Lily, on behalf of the Cathedral, we love you. Thank you so much for your creativity and the many years of successful carnivals that you've brought us together. We love and appreciate you and are just so inspired by the woman that you are. Let's also acknowledge the incredible sponsors this evening. We have so many people that we are grateful for tonight. We want to thank all of our sponsors, our heroes, enthusiasts, for their early and generous support, enabling us to put together this evening. Thank you to everyone who purchased a ticket and have already given in another generous ways.
Wonderful.
We'd also love to see you if you snap a selfie and share it into the hashtag Grace Carnivale or email communications@gracecathedral.org. We'll feature it on the live stream montage later.
A lot of people love champagne because they're all saying how much they love bubbles. Someone's going to get it, I promise.
Dave Chapman!
This evening is already turning out to be awesome. And of course it's awesome because of all of you with us here tonight. As Carnivale continues, we're going to hear from many more friends of Grace, and you'll learn more about the great work being done building on the Cathedral's inclusive and compassionate legacy. We'll share opportunities to support the mission and ministries of Grace. But now, shall we check out and see who's in the chat room?
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's Lori Ogden Moore. Hi, Lori. This is great. I just saw Valerie Crane Dorfman. This is wonderful, you guys. Liam, this is also a great time for me to encourage everyone to buy a wine wall ticket.
Oh, the wine wall, my word. Our dear friends at Duckhorn have helped us put this package together. Incredible Duckhorn wines and just some really wonderful party on your palate bottles of all the good stuff from the Napa Valley. So you will want to buy your ticket. You'll want to do it right now because there is only one winner for this. And we're talking about 5 cases of wine here. So if you're not a drinker, this would be a good night to start.
We're talking 70 bottles of wine.
Yeah,
Is that
joking, by the way. But if you like wine, this is an awesome collection. Buy your tickets, and one lucky person will be getting those 5 cases of wine.
Oh, great. Well, speaking of bottles, let's see who won the Magnum.
Shall we? Well, let's give a couple of shout outs first, just for some people for mentioning it. They love bubbles.
Oh, my goodness.
Ingrid Jacobson, she says she loves champagne and loves our energy. Lisa says cheers to all. Cade said fantastic wine. Someone said, are there any pancakes? Dave Franquist. Another message there from Cade. I'll let you pick someone. Just.
Oh no! Don't let me pick it.
Well, you want me to do it? Okay. Let's scroll and see one more mention of champagne.
The next person.
Next
Ready,
person
set.
to mention champagne. Someone did mention.
I know. Yeah.
We'll be here all night if we carry on.
I know.
But congratulations to the very lucky winner of this Bill Carr Salmon Magnum. A party at your house at midnight tonight or whenever you get this. So here we go.
Diana Conan.
Okay. Yep. Diana Conan.
Yes.
Well done.
Congratulations. Thank you all for being a part of our global community. And of course, the reason we're all here is to support the mission of the Cathedral. It's really important for me that the Cathedral can provide spiritual comfort and connection to the community as we get through this pandemic and heal from it. Keeping our doors open virtually means everything right now.
Thanks, Heidi. And now let's hear more about spiritual life right here at Grace Cathedral from a man I know you know very well, your husband and the Dean, Malcolm Young.
Spiritual maturity is a recognition that we're always changing, that the world around us is always changing. It's recognizing that every single person is made in the image of God, that all of us are children of God, and we need to build a society that supports that view and nurtures every person so that no one is disposable.
When I come to Grace Cathedral and I sit inside these four walls, I have a sense of peace and spirituality that I frankly don't experience anywhere else.
I think about Grace as an incredible place of anchor. It gives me so much fortitude that it's a springboard for me to give of myself to others in the same way that I have been afforded here.
I'm so proud of the creativity of the staff, the help that our volunteers have given us to try to think, how do we reach people and connect with people spiritually during this very, very difficult time? We're not closing the cathedral, we're putting everything online and making everything available to everyone in the world.
The entire clergy just improvised, flipped on a dime, and had the most amazing service that was reimagined.
Now that we've been in this COVID situation, we've been welcoming people from all around the world. And it's our goal to make this the most inclusive and the most welcoming place in the city.
It's very accepting, like anyone, no matter race, gender, beliefs, can come here and worship. Even if you want to just do something that's not exactly spiritual, you can find something that the cathedral runs, and it's a genuinely safe space.
The reason I care so deeply about the spiritual life of others is that's what we're created for. We're created to be connected to one another. So I'm so grateful for the special role that the cathedral plays in the city and in the world.
And I have to say, I'm somewhat overwhelmed with how Grace has served the spiritual life of the city and the world with courage and joy this year, even while we've all been apart. But now we're going to hear from our bishop about Grace Cathedral's strong commitment, and it is a very strong commitment to the arts.
Good evening and welcome to Carnivale 2021. What do you think these people have to do with each other? Duke Ellington, Vince Giraldi, Ann Patterson, Bryant Terry, and Alonzo King. Yes, they are all artists in different media, different genres of art, and in different eras. But they have something else in common. They all brought their great art inside of Grace Cathedral, where we're hosting Carnivale 2021 this year. And by so doing, they brought their art into the sacred and pointed us to the reality that all creativity comes flowing out of the Spirit. As the psalmist said, the singers and dancers all say, "My fresh springs are in you," and you being God in the Spirit. And so we bring our arts out of the Spirit and we bring them back into the Spirit when we place them here in Grace Cathedral. And it's also true that the arts are the best way to lead us into the causes of justice because they open up the heart and they inform the heart about what really matters in the world. And when we connect with what really matters, where our treasure is, where our heart is, then we have our purpose, why we do the things we do, why we stand for respect for all of life, all of the world. So this is the work of the church, to build that respect, to evidence overflowing love in the world. And the arts help us do that again and again. So I know that you're being generous by even showing up here for Carnivale 2021 at Grace Cathedral, and I hope that your generosity continues to flow through the evening, that you give as generously as you possibly can, just for the sake of giving to the best cause possible. But also when all those auction items come up and Liam and Heidi are urging us to bid and to give, that you will do that, not just for what you can take home or enjoy at a later date, but because, again, this is doing the work of the Spirit here at Grace Cathedral at Carnivale 2021. Thank you again for attending and have a wonderful evening.
Grace is dedicated to the arts because its mission is to have courage, joy, and wonder. The arts are one of the key ways that Grace Cathedral lives into that mission in our community.
Typically, sometimes we don't see art incorporated in cathedrals and churches and other forms of worship, and I think it's important to have art be something to represent the community, the cultures, as well as like different ethnic groups.
One of the profound things about art making is it makes you go inward. You are connecting with the larger community as an individual to step into the feeling of your sister and brothers making the larger family so that there's a combination and unity.
I think it's been particularly difficult for artists during this time, economically, socially, and psychically. Artists are courageous, they have an exuberant level of happiness, and they also live into our community in ways that require them to take risks.
Grace gave the opportunity for me and other artists to think outside of the box and figure out what installation can look like, and even think about how people could still engage with the art, even though they're at home.
You feel the prayers, the longings, the support, the tears of tons of people who've been coming for years. It is soaked in that vibration. To step into that space with the company, to create work within that structure with so much support and so much kindness from Malcolm and everyone else, it was an unforgettable experience. And Grace became a home to all of us.
Wasn't that beautiful? Thank you so much, Bishop Mark. It's just so lovely to hear your voice and just to see our commitment to the arts. And just watching those videos, I saw so many friends that I haven't seen for so long, and I'm just so grateful to have had that experience just now. Not only am I grateful that Grace has supported the arts so deeply for such a long time, I'm grateful for our understanding of the power of the arts and how important they will be in the future to help us heal. Your support of the arts comforts and transforms the entire community.
And Heidi, picking up on the importance of healing, Malcolm has themed 2021 the Year of Healing. This theme is coming through in sermons, videos, social media, and the forum each and every week. It's exactly what the world needs right now.
Zach, I agree, Liam. Malcolm is a wonderful storyteller, and it makes me very happy to introduce this next video highlighting the cathedral's work in social justice.
What a blessing it is to see all of you at Carnivale this year. It's our time when we celebrate, draw together, deepen our sense of community. It's also a time when we recommit ourselves to this place which is a house of prayer for all people. I know that Carnivale looks a lot different this year, but really the reason we're here has not changed. Even though we're physically separated, we are all in this together. At the core of Grace Cathedral is a commitment to the dignity of every human being. It's who we've always been and who we are today. The cathedral remained unfinished for 30 years because we supported the dock workers and it alienated certain donors. This is the cathedral that invited Duke Ellington to play his jazz mass and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to preach from the pulpit. This is the cathedral where we celebrated the ordination of women to the priesthood. It's the cathedral that opened its doors to homeless people, to people with AIDS, and to people who needed help when San Francisco didn't know where to turn on September 11th in 2001. This is the cathedral that last summer projected images of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery on its facade to remind people that we need to take a stand in Black lives. And this past year, we've seen in real time how vital our work is. As we continue forward, we continue to be a place with open doors and open arms. This past year and tonight, your financial support has inspired and invigorated us. I am so grateful for the impact you're making, and I look forward to seeing what the future holds for us. Thank you.
We have a beautiful history when it comes to Grace Cathedral and social justice. We have served many, many folks from all over the world. It is a place of refuge. It is a place for the Names Project quilts that come in periodically.
2020 was a big year for marches and protests, and I used to go and find an organization that I wanted to march with, and then I realized that Grace was showing up at all these same marches. So now I go to the march and with other people from Grace.
With the pandemic, Zoom calls were made, pastoral phone calls were made, cards were sent, needs of our seniors were fulfilled. So we continue to serve off the hill and on the hill.
One of the reasons I feel so connected to Grace is because we're both passionate about social justice. The institution is, I am, and we are showing up at the same events. And now I go with Grace to these events, to the Women's March, to the Black Lives Matter March. So if there's a movement on social justice in San Francisco, I can count on a Grace presence and join it. Before coming to Grace Cathedral, I wasn't sure where my spiritual home was in San Francisco. But after joining the yoga community and coming to other events at Grace, I feel very comfortable here, and my role and my involvement just continues to grow.
Grace Cathedral is a house of prayer for all people. It is our Christian responsibility to live into our baptismal covenant, to love and to serve one another. And in serving all people, social justice is fighting for human rights.
That's so awesome. I want to say a few shout outs to our people here in the chat. We see you, we love you, hello. I saw Bob Peck earlier and Ann Cassell, hello, how are you doing? As well as I saw Jim and Michael Harmel, my cousin, love you. Anyway, I wanted to just say from the bottom of my heart, social justice is so important here at Grace. It has been the core value from the beginning.
It has indeed. And Heidi, we're going to continue to propel the mission with our favorite part of the night. I know you at home, you love it too. It is the live auction and Fund the Future. It's short and impactful, just like me. So 4 auction items tonight. And remember, you can hop into the chat room. Hopefully you've also registered on GiveSmart, so you can bid there. And of course, you can also text as well tonight if you want to text to pledge. But with the bidding in mind, we have 4 lots. Heidi, our first lot tonight. Are our friends ready? Are you excited?
I'm getting ready. I'm going to take my jacket off.
Hello. There's some excitement in the chat room. People are really, really amped for the live auction. So, friends, here we go. By the way, the pink power suit, you're rocking it, Heidi. Really. I need that back tomorrow night, though. So, friends, lot number 1. It's the ultimate young experience. And here's what makes this special. It's a VIP experience, not for 2, Heidi. Not for 4. This is for 6. Your guide for this special experience at the DeYoung will be a superstar himself in the art world, because we know him and love him, and you do.
Tom Campbell,
yes.
How can you not love that man? And you get to go to the DeYoung Museum and be with his wife, Phoebe, who's like my favorite person. And so, yeah.
And add to that, the viewing tower. At the DeYoung, you'll enjoy cocktails and canopies. You get to enjoy all the art. By the way, you love your Picasso?
Love Picasso.
Yeah. And you love your American art?
Yes.
You love your textile art?
Yes.
Well, guess what? The VIP tour includes the current exhibit, but also the treasures, the gems that make the DeYoung Museum one of the best, and a world-class museum, one of the best on the planet. And you and 5 of your friends, you get to be part of this experience. So just want to mention, Heidi, we have a bid currently at 4,000. We're going to go up in 500s. So keep on bidding. You can do it in the chat room right now. If you want to join me live, anyone want to bid more than 4,000 for the DeYoung experience, hop into the chat room. Literally, friends, all you have to do, you go in there, put in your bid, mention DeYoung, mention the amount you want to bid, and we'll keep it going. We're going to do this live. 4,000 is the current bid. 4,000 the current bid. It's an experience for 6. It's the cocktails and canopies in the viewing tower. It's the VIP tour. And it's the bragging rights for life, because you got to see the DeYoung like no one else, right?
It's going to be amazing, you guys. I mean, literally, first of all, just to be able to see it with Tom and Phoebe, and then to go up to the observation tower, and it's just a view. Are we getting more bids?
Well, no, Phoebe and Tom.
Bob Pack, let's go.
Phoebe and Tom just let us know that they're very excited.
Okay, we have a
They're in the chat room.
4,500.
So here we go. Bob Peck, 4,500 is bid.
Okay.
Thank you, Bob. 45 is bid. Looking for 5,000. Anyone want to jump in at 5,000 for this VIP? It's for 6. DeYoung Museum VIP tour. The cocktails, the canopies, in the viewing tower. 5,000 is what we're looking for now. Yes, Robert Brown in with 5,000. 5,000 is now bid.
Amazing.
We have to mention, Heidi, that the giving right now is more important than ever. So as friends are giving and bidding, think about the ripple effects of your gift, of your winning bid tonight, because the need is great now, right, Heidi?
It's amazing, and more than ever with this pandemic, and just for the arts as well too. So it's wonderful.
So that's what you're giving back. 55. Bob Peck. Bob will not be outdone. Bob, you deserve this. Yes, you do. Unless someone else comes in at 6,000. 55 current bid by Bob. Will anyone show up at 6,000? The more you give, the more you bid, the more we get to give back to Grace, serve our community. That's why we're here tonight as a community. The community always comes through. But let's get some evidence of that. The bids. Robert Brown, 6,000 now bid. Bob, you deserve this for 7,000. Bob, can you go to 7? Come on, lucky 7. Roll the dice, Bob. Come on, you deserve this. 7,000. Can we do it? 6,000 bid. We're looking for 7. 6,000 now bid. Can we take it to 7? Jim and Michael.
Oh, yes. Thank you, go,
Jim.
go.
Jim and Michael, we love you. Keep the giving going. We love you so much. We want someone to outbid you. So can we take it to 8,000? Anyone at 8,000? 7 currently bid. Jim and Michael Hormel at 7. Do we have anyone at 8?
Bob Peck,
anyone at 8? Bob Peck at 8,000. 8,000 now bid. Can we take it to 9? Can we take it to 9?
Gosh.
I know we can. Come on, Jim. Jim Hormel, you deserve this for $9,000. Can we take it to 9? Can we do it? Make some noise in the room, everybody. Come on, here we go. 8,000 bid. Elizabeth at 8,000. 9,000. Robert Brown at 9. Can we take it to 10? Can we take it all the way to 10? I'd love to go Spinal Tap and crank it to 11, but I'll take 10. 9 is bid. 9 is bid. Robert Brown at 9. Anyone at 10,000? It's for Grace. It's for Grace and its programs, supporting the arts, supporting the community. Every single gift you give tonight will go back to us, to our Grace community. That's what this night is all about. And Elizabeth Lee joined us with another bid of 9,000. We're looking for 10. Jim and Michael Hormel at 10,000. 10 is bid. 10 is bid. Anyone want to take it to 11? Can we take it to 11? What do you think?
I don't know.
Can
This
we
is
do it?
amazing,
All
you
right,
guys.
here we go. Anyone want to jump in at 11,000? Otherwise, it's Jim and Michael Hormel. 10,000 bid. The DeYoung experience going once, going twice. Fair warning in the chat room. Fair warning in the chat room. Last bids now. Anyone at 11? Anyone at 11? If not, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Jim and Michael Hormel. Congratulations. Woo! Yes. You did it at $10,000. Heidi, let's move on.
Amazing.
This is another special VIP experience. It's all happening here. The winning bidder gets to host a movie night for 10 people. A movie night for 10. Oh, I'm getting a little signal from... Yes, okay. Sorry. Movie night for 10 people, friends. So here we go. Movie night for 10 people. And the great thing about this is you get to experience and enjoy this right here. Right here. Friends, I love a live show. Someone's trying to communicate with me. I've got people jumping up and down.
2 for the DeYoung, is
So
that
we
right?
have 2 DeYoungs. We can do 2.
Is that right?
Friends, I've
Okay.
just learned we can do 2 DeYoungs.
So Bob-
Jim and Michael, you got 1.
no.
The second one goes to?
No.
No.
2. What?
Friends, sorry, we're going to sort this out. We have 2 winning bidders for the DeYoung. So we can give it away twice.
No.
Just once. So who's the winning bid?
So there's 2 at
Okay.
10,000.
All right, friends, we're going to sort this out. Sorry. Live show. That's what we're doing.
Amazing.
It's live.
I think the Ruth Asawa should take us over the top because you get to go and see this beautiful artwork as you're going up to the observatory. So let's see.
So,
Here we go.
well, we'll figure it out. We have 2 winning bidders. We will be in touch. We'll work it out by the end of the show. Let's move on. Friends, movie night here at Grace Cathedral, an experience
Phoebe
for 10
says
people.
twice is fine.
Oh, my Lord.
Phoebe says
said we
twice
can do
is fine.
two experiences.
Okay, there you
Both our
go.
winning bidders get the DeYoung experience.
So
Congratulations.
Bob Peck and Jim and Michael Hormel, congratulations.
Thank you. Now, movie night here at Grace Cathedral. It's an experience for 10 people, friends. Here's the great news. For this package, the movie night here at Grace, you get to pick your own movie. And here's the other great part of this. You will also have some cocktails, some canopies. There'll be bites. You'll be imbibing, enjoying on the big screen. Heidi, for those who've never had this experience, what is movie night like here
Amazing.
at Grace?
You guys, you can't miss it. There's this huge, screen that comes down from the ceiling. It's amazing. And you can just sit over here and I mean, it's not just popcorn and soda. You could get really fancy drinks and see any movie you want.
Yeah, not just fancy drinks, really fancy drinks. If you were to pick your film, what would your movie be?
Harry Potter. But...
Harry Potter! Why not? I'm going to say Hunchback of Notre Dame. So here we go, friends. 10 people. You and your friends, you pick the movie. Cocktails and bites, movie night here at Grace Cathedral. We're going to start the bidding at $500. 500 is bid. We're looking for 1,000. Anyone at 1,000? Jump into the chat room, friends. Jump into the chat room. Place your bid. You get the movie night. Maybe you have a birthday, an anniversary, a special occasion. You could even save this for Valentine's next year and play a romantic movie. So 500 bid. Would anyone like to jump in at $1,000 for the movie night here at Grace? Anyone at 1,000? Currently $500 is bid. Heidi, we need to get this up, don't we?
We definitely do.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. This is amazing. This is a great
Yes,
birthday
1,000.
party.
1,000 bid. Meta Croc, thank you,
Yay.
Meta.
Okay,
1,000 is bid. Now
And
looking
Patricia.
for 1,500. 1,500 now bid. Krista at 1,500, looking for 2,000. Anyone at 2,000? 1,500 currently bid. 1,500 currently bid. 2,000 is now bid. Who's got that bid?
Patricia. Yay, Patricia. I love you guys. This is such a great party.
2,000 currently bid, looking for 2,500. Anyone at 2,500? 2,000 is now bid for the movie night at Grace, looking for 25. The more you give, the more you bid, the more we get to serve our community here and support the arts through Grace. 2,000 now bid, and thank you.
2,500.
2,000 now
Meta.
bid. 2,500. Meta now 2,500. Meta is not going to be beaten unless someone comes in with 3,000. Do we have a bid at 3,000? It's live. We're in the moment. It's the live auction. Heidi, we got to get this up. We have to.
It's going to be amazing. Yeah, and come on, you guys. You can completely take over Grace Cathedral right here, right? This space. It's amazing.
Meta's got the current bid, 2,500. Anyone at 3,000? Anyone at 2,500 is currently bid. Remember, you're gathering your friends. A movie night, the movie of your choice.
3,000. Here we go.
Cool Cup of Jazz. Thank you, Cool Cup of Jazz. 3,000 currently bid for the movie night. 3,000 now bid. Anyone at 3,500? 3,500 is what we're looking for. This is a movie party for you and your friends. Cocktails or wine, bites, and the movie setting of your life. It's so special, right?
I'm excited, you guys. And
Yeah.
it's going to be fun and comfy and cozy.
3,000 bid. Anyone at 3,500? Anyone at 3,500? We're going to keep the bidding going for a little bit more. We're going to get this up, though, if we can. It would be lovely if we could get this up a bit more. 3,000 bid, Cool Cup of Jazz. Anne Cascales. Anne at 3,500 now bid. Anne at 35. Can we take it to 4? Anyone at 4,000? By the way, hi to Jessica and Dave Fleming. Good to see you. Hi to Laurie Arm. Good to see you. Hi to Emnians. Good to see you. Anyone at 4,000? 3,500 now bid. Anne has the current bid. Can we take it to 4? Anyone want to jump in here at 4,000? You know what we might do is we'll leave the bidding live on this one. Can we do that, friends? So we can just get this up. We have a couple more items. We don't want to keep you all night. 4,000 currently bid, and we're going to keep the bidding on this one live and see if we can get that up a bid. 4,000 is now bid. We're going to leave it there. We'll move on to our next lot, but keep the bidding going on the movie night here at Grace Cathedral. All right, friends, next one. Our friends, the Bowles family, and our lovely Lily have invited you and 3 of your friends a 2-night stay in bucolic San Joaquin Valley, a working farm. It's a working farm with some history, right?
Yes, it is. They've been there for 150 years.
So to go to the farm, to visit for 2 nights, 3 days, it is a journey in family history. It's a journey in farm technology. You think about the changes of that farm over 150 years. But here's the best part of this, I think. It's the farm, the working farm. It's also the farm-to-table meals you will enjoy. And there is fun to be had, Heidi.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. First of all, they have an Olympic-sized pool.
Yes.
I mean, who does not want to be cannonballing in a pool? And they have tennis courts. But my favorite thing is I think they have ATVs.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so there.
So ATVs, farm-to-table dinners and lunches, the family history, and thank you to the Bowles family. So, friends, here's the good news for this one right now. The bidding is at 1,000. We'll go up in 500s. And remember, you can bring 4 people, 2 nights, 3 days on the farm. Let's get giving. Let's get bidding. 1,000 bid. 1,000 bid. Anyone at 1,500 for 2 nights on the farm. Gather a few friends, maybe a few couples you haven't seen. Just think. When we get through this pandemic, we're all going to want to be together with the friends that are near and dear. where would be a better place to be than on a farm?
Right.
Outdoors. So
there we go.
here's
Robert
the
Brown.
bidding. 2,000 bid. Robert Brown at 2,000. Nina declared at 2,000. Can we take it to 25? Anyone at 25? 2,000 currently bid by Mary. 2,000 currently bid and Nina. We've got to take it up 25 Meredith. 25 Meredith and Nina 25. Looking for 3,000. Can we take it to 3? Yes, we can. We just did. 3,000 bid. Catherine now bid. 3,500 Chris bid. 3,500 is now bid. 3,500 again. Can we take it to 4? 4,000. Make some noise in the room, everybody. Here we go.
Yes, Leon.
And Tandy. 4,000. 4,500 is now bid. 45 now bid. Nina with a bid of 45. Can we take it to 5? Anyone at 5,000? 4,500 is now bid. Let's get it to 5. Meredith, sorry, Nina, 45. 4,500 is now bid. Anyone at 5? Can we take it to 5,000? 2 nights on the farm, family history, farm to table dinners, bucolic, San Joaquin Valley, 4,500 bid. Gather your friends for this very special experience. Have you been to the farm yet?
I have not, but I heard that they have these chickens and then you get eggs fresh from the chicken that morning.
Fresh eggs?
Yes.
There's $5,000. Yes.
Oh, 55.
And by the way, thank you. Well done. A bid right there. Thank you, Catherine. 5,000. 5,000 bid. Nina now at 5,500. Can we take it to 6? Lucky 6. Roll the dice. Let's do it, everybody. Here we go. Every single bid counts. Every bid you give, we're giving back to our community. We're giving back to Grace. This is the moment, friends. Think of all the money we've saved this past year. I haven't been out for dinner. I haven't been on a vacation. I haven't been anywhere. So there's a little bit of money in the bank. So now the time is right now to bid and give back to Grace. We have that current bid. The winning bid right now, 5,500 Nina. 5,500 Nina. Anyone at 6,000? Can we take it to 6? Can we take it to 6? 55 is bid. Yes.
Steve Mattoon.
Steve, well done at 6. Steve at 6,000. Friends, we don't want to be here all night. I'd love to be, but we got to move on. I've got to go up in thousands now. So 6,000 bid. Who's going to jump in now with a bid of 7,000 for the 3-day, 2-night farm experience? 6,000 bid. Nina said 65. 65. Can we take it to 7? Nina with the current bid. Anyone at 7,000? Steve's getting a lot of love and praise for all his giving. Anyone at 7? Nina, 65. Anyone at 7? Do we have a bid? Yes, we do.
7, Steve
Well done, Steve at 7,000. 7,000 is bid. Do I hear 75? Do I hear 75? Do I even hear 8? Do I even hear 8? Nobody leaves until we get this bid done. Nobody at home gets to go to bed until we close this out. 7,000, Steve, the current bid. Anyone at 7,500? Anyone at 7,500? It would be great if we could just get this up a little bit. Think about it. Farm to table dinners, a 2-night stay. And it's for 2 couples. If you go in together and make this a very special experience for all of you together. All right, Steve has got the current bid. Anyone at 7,500? 7,000 is bid. 7. Looks like Steve is going to be the lucky guy. A $7,000 bid, unless someone else jumps in. 7,000 to Steve, going once, going twice. Fair warning in the chat room. Nina now bid. Nina now bid at 75. Nina now bid at 75. Steve, you deserve this for $8,000.
Oh, Catherine. Oh, all right, Catherine.
Catherine Giesen, thank you. Catherine, 8,000. 8,000 is now bid. Steve, where are you? 8,500, can we do it? 8,000 is now bid. I mean, this...
I'm Catherine and Frank. I can totally see you guys on the ATVs, you guys. Oh my God, Steve.
85 now bid. 8,500 is now bid. 85, looking for 9. Steve, I love you, but I'll love anyone else a little more if you give us $9,000. Think about that. Listen, this is the trip of your... Has anyone been anywhere for a year? No. This is the moment. So, 8,500, Steve. 8,500, Steve. 85, going once. 8,500, going twice.
Oh, sell it twice. Look at Jamie Bow said sell it twice.
Okay, good news, friends. If someone else can match the 8,500, we will do it twice. We'll do it twice. So 8,500 sold to Steve. We're looking for another one to come in at 8,500, or we'll give it to our last highest bidder. But if someone can come in at 85, and by the way, Laurie, the Bowles family, thank you so very much for your big giving hearts. Thank you. Thank you for letting us sell this twice, because, of course, the more bids, the more giving, the more we get to serve our community here at Grace.
Nina.
Did Nina come through? Sold to Nina for 8,500. Sold to Steve for 8,500. Congratulations, guys. You did it. Thank you. All right, let's move on. Here we go. Our next and final auction lot right here at Grace Cathedral. What would be a better place? There is no better place to renew your vows. So, Heidi, hate to put you on the spot, but when was your wedding to the great Malcolm?
1992.
So it's time for you to renew the vows
Oh my
soon.
gosh. Yeah, it's questionable after a pandemic and social.
Well, here's the wonderful thing. Whoever wins this bid, the Dean, Malcolm himself, will be renewing your vows. And Heidi, what makes this special?
I mean, honestly, getting married in Grace Cathedral and having Malcolm marry you, like if I didn't marry
That's
him,
enough.
I
That's
want
fair.
him to marry me.
Yeah.
And I think just we're also throwing in, if you like the makeup,
Love the makeup.
Kimberly Taylor,
Movie star.
she's going to give you makeup
Yeah.
and flowers and food.
So, friends, this is for 20 people the experience. Just 2 people getting married, by the way, a renewal of vows, but 20 people can come be a part of this. You get your hair and makeup done. You get the flowers. There's a rock star photographer to take your pictures. And what makes this very special, one of your favorite restaurants, Park Tavern.
Mm-hmm,
You get to go to Park Tavern for your post-reception bites and wine or cocktails. So, friends, if you have been with your loved one for a period of time and it's time, you got through the pandemic, you're healthy, time to turn to your, if you're on the sofa right now, I see you, turn to the one you love, go on and say, this is our moment. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Go on, don't be shy. Someone just did it. I feel the bid coming in, Heidi. Here we go. So, friends, for the renewal of vows here at Grace Cathedral, the current bid is at 2,000. We're going to go up in 500s.
Oh, yes, Lehan and
2,000.
Tandy, let's do this.
We have a bid at 2,000. So
Oh,
we're looking
okay.
for 25.
Oh,
We're looking for 25.
Jeff Thompson.
2,000 is bid. 25.
That's you,
Jeff.
Catherine.
3,000
Jeff
now
Thompson.
bid. 3,000 is now bid. 3,000 is now bid. 3,000 bid. Looking for 35. Looking for 35.
Oh, let's
3,000.
do Ann and
Thank you.
Susan.
Anyone at 3,500? Now's the moment. Jump in the chat room. If the one you're with,
Oh, 3,500. Like, hi, Lehan and Tandy, let's do this.
3,500 now bid. 3,500 now bid. So nudge the one you love, the one you're with, get them to jump in the chat room. 3,500, 4,000 now bid. 4,000, Robert Brown. 4,000 is now bid. 4,000 now bid. Anyone at 4,500? Anyone at 4,500?
Oh, 45, Marco.
4,500 now.
You're a good bitch.
Marco, thank you. 4,500 is now bid. Looking for 5,000. Looking for 5,000. Listen, Heidi, you know
5,000.
it's like 5,000.
There's two
Robert Brown.
5,000s, though.
Okay, Lehan and Robert, 5,000. We've got to take it up to 55. Anyone at 55? Heidi, you have witnessed so many weddings here and renewals. So it's special, it's intimate, and it's Grace Cathedral.
It is really magical, you guys. You have to do it. It's
So
amazing.
here we go. 5,000 now bid. Looking for 55. And Cassell's at 5,500. Anyone at 6? Anyone at 6? 5,500 is now bid. Remember, the reception for 20 at Park Tavern. What about that?
Wow.
The experience here, renewal of vows here at Grace Cathedral. You have our awesome, dynamic Dean as
and flowers
right there, and flowers and makeup.
Makeup and
the Dean will not
photography.
be doing your makeup, but there will be makeup. There will be a photographer. So anyone at 6? Yes, Robert Brown at 6,000. Robert Brown at 6,000. Anyone at? We got to put this up in thousands now because I want to make sure everyone gets to bed on time. 6,000. We're now looking for 7,000. Anyone like to jump in with a gift of 7,000 for the renewal of vows? By the way, if you're not married, it's okay. You could still bid on this, get married, and save this for later, right? When you want to renew, like in 6 months'
Or just
time.
have a small, intimate wedding.
So 6,500. And someone asked, will Malcolm look into your soul? Yes, he will. When you renew your vows, Malcolm will literally look into your soul.
Peter Drake
Yes.
should know because Malcolm married him. So
Amy,
there you go.
6,500 is bid by Amy. 6,500 now bid. Can we take it to 7? Lucky 7. Can we do it? 65 is now bid. Do you know Amy?
I don't know Amy.
Well, we love Amy.
I need Amy's last name.
Well,
I'm
we love
sorry,
Amy. It's okay.
But I know Lehan and Tandy.
Yeah, but we love Amy. 7,000, Marco. Congratulations, Marco. You're the highest bidder at 7,000. But do we have a bid at 75? Anyone at 7,500? Someone wants to know, can they get married? If they don't want to do,
why not?
Friends,
with 20 people, let's
if you
do
just
it.
want to get married, so if you're sitting next to someone you're not yet married to, propose right now. And guess what? We have your wedding reception.
75.
Yes, we do. 7,500 is bid. Robert Brown, yes, you can use it for a wedding. 7,500 is now bid. At Grace, you cannot get married at Grace for $7,500. Only here, right now, this moment, this night, Carnivale, making it happen. But let's do it for $8,000, can we, Heidi?
Oh, let's do it.
We want this to crank it up to 7,500 bid. 7,500 bid, anyone at 8,000. And we'll do a wedding or renewal of vows. 7,500 bid, anyone at 8,000. Anyone at 8,000 or...
Oh, Lehan, Tyler, yay, Lehan, let's do this. And Tandy.
Congratulations, 8,000 is bid. 8,000. I'm going to try and get this to 9.
9,000.
Marco says 9. 9 is bid. Can we take it to 10? A wedding for $10,000 at Grace Cathedral doesn't happen anywhere, just here on this night, in this moment. 9 is bid. Looking for 10. Do we have a bid of 10,000? Everybody make some noise in the room. I feel it. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it?
You got
9,000 bid. I'm feeling it. Can we take it to 10? 9,000 bid. 9,000 bid. 9,000 bid going once. 9,000 bid going twice.
This is so suspense.
Fair warning in the chat. 10,000 bid. Robert Brown with 10,000. 10,000 bid. Do you think, can we take it to 11?
Let's do it.
Can we take it, Spinal Tap, all the way to 11? Does it go to 11? Yes, it does. Can we? 10 is bid. 10 is bid, Robert Brown. Unless anyone comes in at 11. 10,000 bid. Robert Brown going once. Going twice.
Oh, wait, 1,100. Marco.
Fair warning in the chat room. 11, Marco at 11. 11,000 is bid. 11,000 bid. Marco, 11,000 is bid. Congratulations, Marco. 11,000 is bid. 11,000 going once.
Wait, Phoebe said she'll sing Ave Maria. Come on, Tandy and Lehan,
Wait.
let's do this.
Are you serious?
That's what she just said in the chat.
Okay, friends, one last time. A wedding or renewals. Reception at Park Tavern. Hair and makeup. Look like a movie star like Heidi. There will be a rock star photographer. And there will be an Ave Maria song just for you by a wonderful...
Phoebe Campbell. Like, come
Phoebe,
on.
thank you. So, 11 it is. 11,000, the bid.
Oh!
11,500 now bid.
Lehan
and
said,
10.
Phoebe, you have to sing.
11,500 bid. Can we take it to 12? Can we take it to 12? 11,500 bid. 11,500 bid. Anyone at 12? 11,500. Going once. Going twice. Fair warning in the room. 12,000 now bid. Robert Brown at 12,000. Robert Brown at 12,000. Okay, 12 to 13. Can we take it to 13? Anyone at 13,000? A wedding at Grace for 13,000. Are you feeling lucky tonight? Roll the dice. Hit that button, get in the chat room, make that pledge. 12 is bid, looking for 13,000. Can we take the 13, Heidi? Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it. 12,000 bid, 9,000 bid by 12 at 12,000. So did Robert Brown. We got to do a breaker here to 13. Anyone at 13, can we do it? We'll even take 12,500. The next person to jump in wins the bid. At 12,500 or 13, 14,000. Marco Jergovic, 14,000. 14,000 bid. 14,000 bid. 14,000 bid going once. 14,000 bid going twice. Unless someone wants to jump in at 15,000. Fair warning in the chat room. Fair warning in the chat room. Anyone at 15? Anyone at 15? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold! Congratulations to Marco. Marco, you're getting married or your wedding vows renewed for $14,000.
Oh, no.
Congratulations. Oh, sorry, not quite. We had one last bid.
That came in.
From Lynn Fritz. I'm so sorry, my friends. We have two. Can we? Oh, my word. Friends, I have some great news.
Can we do two?
We have Malcolm, our dean, in the house. We asked him if we could do two.
Is that true, honey?
He said yes. So, sold to Marco. You had that first one at 14,500. We'll take it. And the second bid at $15,000. You're both having your vows renewed here at Grace Cathedral. Make some noise, everybody. Come on. Wow.
Is that Lynn and Anisha? Hi, guys. We love you.
Friends, so exciting. So, Heidi, before we wrap up the auction lot, I just have to mention something we've got going here. So we have a very special Aloha dinner. I want to thank our friends at Marseille on Treasure Island, Chef Park Ulrich and Misan. And Chef Park, you know him from Water Bar and from Epic. The first Sunday in October, Indian summer, we're doing a dinner for 12. It's 6 couples. We've already sold 4 pairs. It's
Really?
$1,000 per pair of tickets to the Aloha dinner. I'll be there. Heidi will be there. We're going to make a special cocktail.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I think we should do something passion fruit or something.
Passion fruit, something Aloha.
Yes.
All right, Heidi. So, Treasure Island, a cocktail class to begin. And then we will spoil you with a 4-course feast. It'll be a party on your palate, the Aloha spirit. Heidi will be there. Malcolm will be there. Malcolm may bring his ukulele.
I think we could convince him.
But only if our cocktail is good. So friends, this is the opportunity. I will be not just your mixologist for the night. I'll be there. I'll be your server for the night. Heidi will be there entertaining with Malcolm. So it's $1,000 per pair to go to the special dinner. I think it's Sunday, October 5th. The first Sunday in October. Sunday, October 5th. I think is the date, if someone can just check, Sunday, October 5th. Anyway, 2 pairs left, $1,000 per pair. Jump in the chat room right now or just bid on the item and you get to spend this very special night with myself and also Heidi and Malcolm. Heidi, what about the live auction? Well, you tell people how wonderful they are. I'm getting some water.
Oh, thank you guys so much. And how fun. This was so suspenseful. And watching it come up on the chat and everything was so amazing. And I'm so happy that Lynn and Anisha are going to get to do this as well as Marco. So that's amazing to have 2 vow renewals.
Incredible. The live auction is always such an important part of our big night here. And Heidi, the community came through big. Thank you for embracing the technology and making this happen. You did it tonight for Grace. But we have more giving to be done tonight, our friends. We're hoping that you will be audacious in your giving tonight. We promise you fun and fundraising. That's what this night is all about, ensuring that Grace continues to serve our community in the magnificent, wonderful ways that it does, serving the underserved, serving through art. And just even in these times, this past year, Grace continued to be there. Even though we weren't together, Grace still had a presence in everyone's lives. So the need now, we know, fair to say, Heidi, is greater now than it's ever been.
Exactly. And I just thank you so much to our staff and to everyone who's put this together, and just amazing. And just to keep it going, we definitely need it. So
the giving, friends, is all important. I'm going to give a couple of shout outs. Let's call out a couple of people who've just been so generous. Tony Sowry, David Walker, and Jennifer Foster. Thank you. Heidi, a couple of shout outs.
Jennifer Edwardson and Mary McCarthy and Mary Bitterman, my dear friend.
So friends, thanks to those who've already given. If you've not yet had a chance to give, this is the moment. And I mentioned earlier, a lot of us have been home. We haven't been on vacation. We haven't been out for dinners. So maybe we have a couple of bucks in our savings that we may want to think about as a gift tonight to Grace. Mm-hmm. This is the moment to have an impact, to make a difference, and to help Grace continue to serve our community in the most magnificent, wonderful of ways. So I'm asking you to be audacious. And our first level of giving tonight, it's an inspiring level of $20,000. And your gift at this level will provide 1 year, an entire year of tuition assistance for a student at the community preschool. And we know the power of the preschool, and the power of this gift is huge, Heidi, right?
That's amazing. And for to be able to give a gift of a preschool education to a child would be just, priceless.
The ripple effects of that will go on for a generation, maybe more. So, who would like to be audacious with a gift of $20,000 tonight? And I'm seeing a hand waving, which means we have a gift. It's anonymous. Well, we just got a gift of $20,000. Come on, everybody, here we go. Would anyone else like to be audacious and jump in with our first donor tonight at $20,000? We thank you so very much. Every gift matters. Every donation counts. Whatever you give, and Heidi,
Kathy
we always
Burke
say,
is raising our paddle for $20,000.
Kathy Burke and
Yeah,
Ralph Davis.
Ralph Davis. Yeah.
Let's hear it for Kathy and Ralph.
Thank you,
everybody.
guys. Love seeing you earlier. Love you.
Another gift of $20,000. We thank you so very much. We asked you to be audacious. The community is coming through and is. So, as we always say, Heidi, there's only one way to give, and that is to give from the heart. Every donation matters. Our next level of giving will captivate with a gift of $10,000. Your gift will underwrite. We've been talking about art all night. Your gift of $10,000 will underwrite an artist in residence for an entire year. Think about that, the gift of art right here through Grace at $10,000. $10,000, you can make that happen. Who would like to dig deep right here, right now, and give a gift of $10,000 and take care of an artist in residence for an entire year? Let's get giving. Let's get going. Who we go? Anyone at 10,000? Anyone want to jump in? Michael Dotson just gave us a gift.
No.
Oh,
He's
was
just saying
sorry.
wow.
Oh, Michael was just saying well done on that gift. I'm glad I hear. A quick study. Michael almost had you.
Oh,
all right.
the Geesons. Hey, hi, Priska. Hi, Keith.
Came in with a gift of
Hi,
10,000.
Catherine. Hi, Frank.
Thank you so much to the Geeslins for that gift there of $10,000. Friends, now's the moment. Now's the moment to dig deep. Now's the moment to give back to Grace. Think of all the rewards we've had. Heidi, our rewards just by walking through these doors are numerous on a weekly basis.
And to be able to see the art, I mean, we all remember when the ribbons were up on, in the Grace Cathedral. We've had the Jacob's Ladder. It's just amazing what we've been able to see with the Michael Pendry's doves. I mean, you guys, this is amazing to be able to support an artist in residence and just having Lions Ballet recently. So definitely, if you guys could do that, that's amazing.
So would anyone else like to support art?
Isaac is
our artists
bidding
in residence?
$10,000.
We got a gift from Isaac?
Isaac is bidding $10,000. From Valerie says Isaac is bidding $10,000.
Thank you so much to Isaac. We thank you for your gift of $10,000. Your gift will underwrite an artist in residence for an entire year. For that, we say an enormous big thank you. Keep the giving going, everybody. Be audacious in your giving. Our next level of giving, $5,000. Malcolm has been talking about healing, and this year been very much about healing. We're all doing a little bit of that for a myriad of reasons. So your gift of $5,000 will heal. Your gift will produce a sound bath experience for many. So who'd like to give a gift right now? $5,000, create sound bath experiences. Explain what this is, Heidi.
It's basically being in the cathedral, and you have this experience where you can lie down on these yoga mats and just have this amazing music just kind of all around you. I think the Durheims were with us one day when we did that. It was amazing, you guys. And to be able to give that to the community, we have thousands of people who come for that experience.
And here's the great thing about the sound bath, no soap needed. Just the healing spirit, the healing vibes, the magic of grace. So $5,000, your gift will provide the sound bath. Who would like to jump in with a gift of $5,000 right now? And we want to thank everyone. Give at any point, at any time, a gift from $1 to $1 million, whatever you want to give from the heart, and know whatever you give, it is warmly received and gratefully appreciated. Anyone at 5,000? Anyone
So first of all, Isaac Dorfman, I love you, honey. I just saw you earlier tonight. You're amazing. He wants to actually up it to $15,000.
Let's hear it for Isaac, everybody. Here we go.
Isaac, why don't you do an artist in residence and a sound bath? You're amazing. Let's just take both. We'll take your $15,000.
In fact,
we love you.
Isaac, let's put the artist in residence in the sound bath, and we'll call it a twofer. Thank you, Isaac, for your generosity. We thank you so very, very much. Oh, my word. Generosity abound. Let's keep on going, Heidi. We're on the home stretch here. Our next gift of $2,500 delights. Your gift will support an organ recital or a song or a Sing You a Merry Christmas series. Sing You a Merry Christmas series at $2,500. So, and you have a gift coming in.
Actually, Fred. Hi, Fred. I saw you guys earlier. In honor of Jim and Michael Hormel is giving $5,000 for sound bath.
Fred,
thank you so much.
Fred, thank you for your generosity. And we love that you gave that in honor of Jim and Michael. How generous of you.
And Michael Janis just gave $5,000 as well.
5,000, Michael. Thank you so very much for your gift. Who would like to jump in now with a gift of $2,500? By the way, friends, I know you're watching at home, and we thank you. We hope you've had a cocktail or two. If you haven't, have one, and then jump in here in the chat room and give a little. It's going to feel so good when your head hits the pillow tonight. We know that. Who would like to give Bob Peck $2,500?
Hi, Bob.
Bob, so generous. Thank you, Bob. $2,500. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your $2,500 will support an organ recital of Sing a Merry Christmas, the entire series, providing the organ music that goes with that. So be audacious right here, right now. This is the moment. 2,500. Who'd like to jump in the chat room and give? And we thank you all for giving. Christine Matheson, thank you. At 2,500, you see some more there.
Yes, Nicholas and Christopher Hayes. Hi, Christopher Hayes. Hi, Nicholas. It was so great. 25,000. That's amazing, you guys.
We're going to move on. Our next level of giving, friends.
Anne, thank you, Anne. $5,000 in honor of, yay!
$5,000 in honor of Heidi. Well done, Heidi. She's worth $1 million, but we'll take the 5. We're just kidding. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very, very much. 5,000 from Karen and Stephen. Thank you so very, very much. So, friends, our next level of giving, $1,000, illuminates. Your gift will provide 6 months of candles at the cathedral. Now, candles of the cathedral. This is also
great
special.
idea.
Yeah,
I mean, this
brilliant.
is amazing.
So a gift of $1,000. Who would like to jump in with a gift of $1,000? Friends, if you're a coffee drinker, give up your coffee for 3 months. There's $1,000 right there. Anyone at 1,000?
Well, first of all, I want to shout out to Pitch Johnson, just gave 10,000 for Fund the Future. So thank you, Pitch. We love you.
We thank you, Pitch. Come on, everybody. Another gift of $10,000.
Pitch and Kathy, everyone.
We thank you so very, very much. Every donation counts and every gift matters. Whatever you can give from the heart, and we so appreciate it. Meredith Long, thank you for your gift of $1,000 in honor of Nancy. You want to give another shout out there, Heidi?
Oh, yeah. Is it? Oh, Micah Noel Leka, I think $2,000. That's great.
We thank you so very much. $1,000, friends. I'm going to keep on telling you where your giving is going. Keep the giving going. Jump in the chat room. Give your gift, friends.
Catherine Gleason, yay, $1,000. She's saying it's in honor of Heidi, but I think it's for the candles.
Friends, if you want to give any amount to Heidi in honor of Heidi, keep it going. Keep it giving. It's all about the pink.
I'm going to take off my clothes.
By the way, I'll keep my clothes on because we'll get more money. But yes, please remove your jacket, Heidi. Just kidding. We're at Grace Cathedral. $500 enriches your gift funds one forum program. We just saw Malcolm just recently with a superstar of the documentary world, Ken Burns.
Oh, Ken Burns, you guys.
Yeah. And by the way, I love watching Malcolm do forum. I mean, seriously.
It's pretty lovely.
Yeah. Move over Dave Letterman. Yeah. Here comes Malcolm. $500 enriches. A gift of $500. Who'd like to jump in?
5,000. Amy Quirk just gave 5,000. Sorry, earlier. Okay.
Thank you, Catherine. In honor of Carnivale, $500, friends, will provide a forum program. Who would like to jump in with a donation at that level? We keep on going. Yes, we will. Our next level of giving, $250. I'm going to jump in with a little gift from me and my partner, Rick. $250. This will connect. Your gift ensures 50 dinners. I'm going to give you my credit card. There you go, Heidi. Make sure they get that. Your gift, $250 from me. Not $250,000, but your gift ensures 50 dinners with seniors. With Grace.
Come on.
Imagine that. A gift of $250 will provide 50 dinners with seniors.
Look,
with
Lily
Grace.
Leo's giving $500 in honor of you, Mr. Superstar.
Oh, I think it's both of us. Thank you so much, Lily Leo. Thank you.
And Jean.
Jean Krasnikoff, thank you for $500. We thank you. Nicole S. at $500. Thank you. Malcolm, you've got your fans in the chat room tonight. Anyone else at $250?
Oh, Meredith Long, 1,000 for Connect.
$250. Thank you, Meredith. Anyone else at any level? Friends, what an impactful night. We have to just give a big hug of gratitude. And we're coming at you. Each and every one of you who are giving, who continue to give. We ask you to show up tonight. And I know we're not together, but Heidi, we're doing this in a virtual way. And yet the giving has not just been audacious, it's been extraordinary. It's been extraordinarily generous. And that's the Grace community. That's all of you.
So
come on, everybody.
David, the Johnsons are giving $200. Stuart is giving in honor of you, Liam. Lori Ogden Moore in honor of Catherine Thompson. So we're getting $200. A lot of Cool Cup of Jazz is getting $200. Look at this. Michael Dotson, Moira Doyle. This is amazing. Thank you so much, you guys. This is the heart of Grace.
A couple more shout outs to RJ Ellis at $250. Thank you. A little shout out to Lee Hahn. Thank you. Someone said Liam is awesome. Karen, stop it. But thank you. Thank you to RJ from Clement. We thank you so very, very much. How wonderful it's been to see the community come together tonight.
Oh, it's been so great. I just wish I could see you all in person. And thank you so much for being so gracious with us with a little bit of the lag.
But friends, keep the giving going. Thank you. your big, generous hearts, bigger than the Golden Gate Bridge, and you continue to give. And we're going to give back to you by way of a wine wall tonight.
Oh, yes. Don't forget, the wine wall closes soon, so this is your last chance to buy a ticket. So do it soon, and we're going to pull your name.
So, everyone, thank you so very much. Thank you for being with us tonight. Thank you for bringing your big giving hearts to this moment, to this occasion this evening. The Grace community is always here and always there for you. And now we're going to hear from our gala chair extraordinaire. You know you love her. If you don't, you will as soon as you hear from her. Here she is, the awesome Lily Bowles Leo.
This evening, we've seen some of the ways that this community continues to be a home for all and committed to important spiritual work. Your generosity makes all of this possible. Tonight is a continuation of a long story, one filled with flashes of celebration and joy, but also punctuated with hardship, suffering, and injustice. In these unique times, you are authors helping to write an important chapter in Grace Cathedral's history. Through your generosity, you are living examples that our community can continue to make a difference. I have a few very important people that I'd like to thank. Our dinner sponsor, the fabulous and generous Diane B. Wilsey. Our grand benefactors, the benevolent William J. Bennington. My parents, who taught me how to love and how to give, Jamie and Philip Bowles. And our steadfast supporters, James C. and Michael P. Hormel. You all have a direct and consistent impact on the past, present, and future of our work. So thank you. I've seen this impact of this community firsthand. And picking one instance of Grace's impact on this community is a lot like picking a favorite star. No one choice does the constellations justice. However, instead of speaking broadly and in generic terms about the whole sky, I'll tell you about one that stands out to me most recently. I remember holding my new baby Archer in my arms as I learned that our government was holding undocumented children in cages without their parents at the Mexican border. I felt helpless. I knew what they were doing was unchristian, unkind, and inhuman. What I didn't know was what I could do about it. I came to a vigil at Grace with my baby in my arms, and instead of just crying and posting and wringing my hands, I knew that the money that I donated was going directly to help fight that injustice at the border. I knew that it was putting gas in the tanks of the cars that was taking clergy people down there to tell ICE that what they were doing was not only immoral, but illegal and unconscionable. It felt good to be giving to somewhere that wasn't just talking the talk, but was walking the walk. I knew that, God forbid, if our clergy people had been arrested, our donations would have gone to their bail funds. This is just one example of a few points of light in a sky that has been lit ablaze by Grace Cathedral, when I otherwise would have only seen darkness. Grace was there for the LGBTQIA community, particularly our trans brothers and sisters, when no one else was. We were there for those with HIV/AIDS when others were too scared to be. We believed that Black Lives Mattered before it was a hashtag and before it was trendy. Grace has always been about God's love for everyone, and they put their money where their mouth is. Grace has always been a refuge in times of crisis, for me personally and for countless others. Tonight, as you continue to give, I want to remind you of the impact that we've made and that we're going to continue to make together. Thank you. Grace Cathedral is a home for all. In times of crisis, in times of uncertainty, in times of celebration, even in times when we're apart, we are more than a building. We are a community with doors open wide. Today, we walk hand in hand with those experiencing inequality, those who are left behind, on the margins, or even just feeling alone. We believe in both science and faith, in the overwhelming power of love, and actively care for the natural world around us. Building on the rich and solid foundation from centuries past, our compassion, our care, and our love will continue to be a beacon for all who are seeking, and grace will always be a refuge for those who need it. With your support, our work goes on. You make this possible. You make grace for all.
Grace for all, and how lucky are we to be able to call this our spiritual home, Heidi. You know, that was awesome. And you've heard so many stories about Grace's impact tonight. But we'd like to share a story next about the experience of wonder.
Zacco Dance Theater, under the direction of Joanna Highgood, has been rehearsing a new work inside the cathedral to be performed when it's safe to do so. The work is called Love, a State of Grace, which relates to the architecture of Grace Cathedral, our spiritual home. In partnership with the artists, we're grateful to share this preview with you.
Seriously, how lucky are we to call Grace Cathedral home? How lucky are we to have our Dean, Malcolm, as our Dean, Heidi's husband. Come on in here, Malcolm. And Malcolm, thank you so very much for where those flyers are for.
These are for you.
What?
These are for you and for you, Heidi Ho.
My Lord.
You were both magnificent tonight. It was an amazing evening.
Malcolm.
We're so grateful to you. And both of you just like have a chemistry and a love for this place that's just so evident.
Well, Malcolm, I want to thank you. Thank you for sharing your lovely, amazing, brilliant wife with me. We're taking this show on the road. We got bookings in Atlantic City and Vegas already. Are you okay with that? But seriously, thank you, Heidi, for being an amazing co-host. And Malcolm, I have one little bit of business I've just got to do here. We had a guy in the chat room earlier, and he won one of our experiences, and his name is Cool Cup of Coffee. So Cool Cup of Joe. So Cool Cup of Joe. We don't know who you are because we just have your handle. So would you mind just getting in the chat room, Cool Cup of Joe, telling us who you are, or just email development@gracecathedral.org. Okay, Cool Cup of Joe. And if you know who Cool Cup of Joe is, tell him he's really, really cool. and he won one of our auction lots tonight. But Malcolm, I want to say thank you for two things. First of all, our Aloha dinner, I just learned, yes, sold out. Sold out. Thanks to all of you who bid. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. Thanks to our friends at Marseille on Treasure Island, Chef Park and Misan. But we're going to have a lot of fun together. And more than anything, Malcolm, thank you. And it takes a village, but you and this amazing spiritual village for keeping us all connected in this period of isolation, challenging times. You did that this past year from the bottom of my heart and the collective hearts out there. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Liam, for a great, great Carnival 2021. And mark your calendars for next year.
We'll be back in person. I'm going to leave you together to take on the rest of the night. Everybody, Heidi and Malcolm, come on, let's do it, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
I was hoping I could do the swing from that video. It was amazing.
And
I
the
wish
ladder.
I was in here. Yeah.
Before we pull the wine wall winner and start the next party, we have a few more thank yous. We want to thank our sponsors, trustees, and everyone who supported Carnivale financially or by your presence here tonight. We can't do any of this alone, and we thank you for being here for us tonight. I want to thank Lily Bowles-Leah, our gala committee, and all our partners again. We couldn't have done this without you. I want to thank our staff. You guys came through.
Amazing.
I'm looking at all of you who are here and all of you on screen. Woo! Thank you. And then our development department in particular for reaching every part of the corner and gathering our energies and helping us to work together. I also want to thank you, Heidi. You're the perfect co-host. I can't imagine anybody could do a better job at this than you.
No.
Yay. And we're grateful for what you do for the Cathedral every day of the year.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, before we say goodbye, we want to wish everyone health, safety, comfort, and connection. We're here for you, and we're so thankful that you're a part of us.
Thanks, Malcolm. Actually, we have a couple of things to do. So first, don't forget the online auction is open until noon tomorrow. So there's lots of things you could still bid on. So go for it, including these Root Division pieces of art right behind me. So definitely keep bidding. And now let's find out who won the wine wall. Our Cathedral Presenter, Jeffrey Holcomb, drew the number a few minutes ago. And let's thank everybody who bought a ticket.
Right.
Malcolm. This is like exciting.
Sure.
This is like the Academy.
Would you like to?
Pierre Smith? Did I say that right?
Pierre Smith.
Pierre Smith, you won the wine wall.
Congratulations. We're all going over to Pierre's house.
And Malcolm, let's introduce the hosts of the Late Night Revelry together.
Well, tonight's after party is with San Francisco's extraordinary Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. They have the vocalist Shari Bennett Jackson. Since their first appearance in San Francisco in Easter in 1979, the sisters have devoted themselves to community service, ministry, and service to those who are on the margins. They promote human rights, they promote respect for diversity, and they encourage us to seek spiritual enlightenment.
They use their humor and wit to expose the forces of bigotry, complacency, and guilt that chain the human spirit. Featured with the sisters tonight is a talented vocalist, Shari Bennett Jackson, whose voice always lifts me up. The after party continues with a playlist by Grace's own Mahogany Motown. Please welcome them all to the virtual stage and a very special performance. Thank you all for being here, guys.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
See you next year.
La 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 la. Happy day, happy day, oh happy day, oh happy day. When Jesus was, 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 He washed my sins away. Oh happy day, oh happy day, happy day. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Oh happy day, happy day, oh happy day, happy day. When Jesus was, when Jesus washed, when Jesus washed, when Jesus washed, He washed my sins away. La 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 la.
He taught me how to walk, to fight and pray, fight and pray.
And He taught me how to live rejoicing. Yes, He did.
Every day.
Oh, oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
When Jesus walked.
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 Sins away.
Oh, happy day.
Happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Nothing you could say could tear me away from my God. My God. Nothing you could do, 'cause I'm stuck like glue to my God. My God. I'm sticking to my God like a stamp to a letter, like the birds of a feather. We stick together. I'm telling you from the start, I can't be torn apart from my God. Nothing you could do could make me untrue to my God. My God. Nothing you could buy could make me tell a lie to my God. My God. My God. I gave my God my word of honor to be faithful, and I'm gonna best be believing I won't be deceiving my God. As a matter of opinion, I think he's tops. My opinion is he's the cream of the crop. As a matter of taste, to be exact, he's my ideal. As a matter of fact, no muscle-bound man can take my hand from my God. My God. No handsome prince will ever take the place of my God. My God. My God. He may not be a movie star, but when it comes to being happy, we are.
There's not a man today
Who could take me away from my God? Let's take it home, ladies.
There's not a man today who can take me away from my God.
Let's give him some of that deep shoulder action.
There's not a man today who could take me away from my God.
Stealing kisses from me on the slide, taking time to make time, telling me that he's all mine, learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown, and the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Oh, yes, he was. The only one who could ever reach me. He was the sweet talking son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me. I guess he was the son of a preacher. The only one who could ever fool me. Sweet was the son of a preacher. The only one who could ever fool me was the son of a preacher man. The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things what you're doing. And in my head I paint a picture. Well, since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your gentle hair and the way you like the daggers. I want you to come on over, stop making a fool out of me. Oh, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Did you have to go to jail? But your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a thing. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And now you're shopping and anywhere, change the color of your hair. And are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you were dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your gentle hair and the way you like the days. I want you to come on over, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And I think about all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your gentle hair and the way you like the daggers. I want you to come on over and stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, 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 oh, Valerie, oh, Valerie. Oh, Valerie, Valerie, yeah, Valerie. Oh, why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Check it out, you got me mesmerized with your black hair and your fat ass styles. Street poetry is my everyday, but yo, I gotta stop when you drop my weight. If I was working at the club, you would not pay. Hey yo, my man Fife Diggy, he got something to say.
I like them brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Name is Fife Dog from the Zulu Nation. Told you in the jam that we could get down. Now let's knock the boots like the group H-Town. You got BBD all on your bedroom wall, but I'm above the rim and this is how I ball. A gritty little something on the New York street. This is how I represent over this here beat.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. friends to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high, it bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high, it bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high, it bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around, see the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. Hey, hey, hey. I'm running out of time, 'cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when till I feel your touch.
times when I look above and beyond. There are times when I feel your love around me, baby. I'll never forget my baby. I'll never forget you.
'cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith, because I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith, faith, faith.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. 'Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. I say we can go where we want to, a place where they will never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world, leave the real one far behind. And we can dance. We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. 'Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. See, we can go where we want to, place where they will never find. And we can act like we come from out of this world, leave the real one far behind. We can dance. We can go when we want to. Night is young and so am I. And we can dress real neat from our hearts to our feet and surprise them with a victory cry. Say, we can act if we want to. If we don't, nobody will. And you can act real rude and totally removed, and I can act like an imbecile. Say, we can dance, everything's out of control. We can dance, they're doing it from pole to pole. We can dance, everybody look at your hands. We can dance, everybody's taking the chance. Safe to dance, oh, it's safe to dance. Yes, it's safe to dance. We can dance if we want to. We've got all your life in mind. As long as we abuse it, never gonna lose it. Everything will work out right. I say we can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. 'Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. I say we can dance, everything's out of control. We can dance, they're doing it from pole to pole. We can dance, everybody look at your hands. We can dance, everybody's taking the chance. Well, it's safe to dance, yes, it's safe to dance. Well, it's safe to dance, oh, it's safe to dance. Yes, it's safe to dance, it's safe to dance. Well, it's safe to dance, it's safe to dance. Oh, let's safety dance. Oh, let's safety dance. Oh, let's safety dance. Oh, let's safety dance.
Just like music.